Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another MTG video for you guys today. And before we hop onto today's gameplay, I got some pretty fucking cool news to share with you guys, as I have had to keep this to myself for the past couple of weeks. And yesterday they broke the silence and they officially announced it, so I have the green light. And yeah, I can share with you guys that I am going to be competing in the upcoming Mythic Championship, in particular the number 7. Mythic Championship 7. I will be in it. It's going to be in Long Beach, California. I got my flight and my hotel and everything booked, so it's all ready. Mom's spaghetti. And I'm just really hyped, man, because I've been wanting to venture into the high-level competitive Magic scene for a while now. And, I mean, it's not like I've tried super hard. Like, I haven't really traveled towards or competed in paper at all, like in any big event. Only in Friday Night Magics. Like, I've been focusing pretty much exclusively on Magic Arena, aka virtual gameplay. So I have tried to qualify for these events before. I have not been successful in doing so. And it's funny because the last qualifier that I was a part of, because I've been a part of basically 2 Mythic Championship qualifier weekends. I've at least tried to compete in 2 of them. The first one that I tried, I actually prepared quite a bit, and, you know, I just didn't end up performing. I had a little bit of bad luck, and, you know, magic happened, and we didn't qualify. We actually went, I believe, 2-3, and we got eliminated in day 1. In day 2, it's funny because I didn't really prepare at all for the event. I just kind of went there with my favorite deck in an Akko failed metagame. I just decided to go with my Grixis Fires of Invention, and I had a pretty amazing run. Not gonna lie, I got pretty lucky in a lot of matchups, and I definitely drew the right cards at the right time in a lot of the games that I was a part of. But still, we were able to make it to day 2 of the qualifier, and in day 2 we ended up going 3-3. And we barely missed out of the top 16, and thus we were not able to qualify through the Mythic Championship qualifier. So that's where I thought my run ended, but I was pretty proud of my performance considering I didn't really, like, honestly, I didn't really put in the time preparation-wise. I just went in there to have fun with it and ended up having a really good run. So I say all this because I did stream this Mythic Championship qualifier, and it ended up having a lot of viewership alongside my fellow streamer Crokies. We both pulled some pretty big numbers, and we both were able to qualify for day 2, but we both missed out on the top 16. And Wizards approached both of us and offered us an invite, saying that they had watched our streams and they were happy with our performance, and, you know, they thought it would be cool to get some big names in there who have proven themselves in high-level competition. And obviously, like I said, I definitely was all for it, right? So it's cool because I'm going to meet my buddy Crokies. I've known him ever since the Gwent days. Like, a lot of you probably don't know if you know about the streamer. He used to be a Gwent streamer back in the day, and I've known him for quite some time. I never got to actually meet him physically in person, but I guess this time will be a good chance to do so, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And obviously, I'm looking forward to the competition. It's going to happen in the weekend of December 6th to 8th, and it's going to be in California. And fortunately for me and everybody, not only playing but also watching, it is happening after the ban of Oko and Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer, which is going to make things very interesting. Now, what does this mean? Well, this means that until November 27th to submit a deck list, which means I'm going to be preparing like crazy, because for the Mythic Championship qualifier weekend, I just went with Grixis, and I just went with a deck that I, wanted to have fun with, and I didn't really do any preparation. I didn't study the metagame or anything like that, right? I was lucky in certain aspects, like, for example, people main decking Noxious Grasp. I kind of got lucky there because I brought a deck that was invulnerable to it, and that gave me the edge in a lot of Game 1 scenarios. But this time around, my whole point is I want to do my very best preparation-wise. I'm going to try hard. I'm going to try hard as much as I can. I am actually a competitive person. I know that I don't get the respect of everybody in that regard. I've been dealing with this pretty much my entire YouTube career. When I was a part of Duelist, when I was a part of Gwent, every card game that I've dwelled into, despite the fact that I take pride in being competitive in said card games, because of my role as a YouTuber and as an entertainer, which I do prioritize. I like spending most of my time just building unconventional decks and attempting to really, win games and have fun with less common strategies and such. Because of this, and because of like my loud natures at times, and the man child in me, I guess, I know there's quite a few people who don't think I belong with the pro players in whatever card game I am a part of. And part of me is motivated to not so much prove them wrong, but prove it to myself that I can potentially hang in with the best. And if I actually dive in and give it my all and take it very seriously, try to analyze the metagame, because one of the things you won't see from me is you won't see me bringing the best deck, because I don't believe that's the best strategy to win a tournament like this. I think if you want to win a tournament like this, you have to you have to come up with a strategy that would like legitimately enable you to win, and that means getting a bit of the surprise factor going on for you and trying to devise a good counter for certain things. And that's the approach that I'm going to be taking. I have several ideas in mind. I'm going to be really venturing into them, and I'm going to be using this week that I have to preparate as much as I can, and I will be streaming the most of it. So if you guys want to check me out, you can do so at Twitch. My Twitch link is always in the description, as I will be streaming there most days. From this point onwards, I'll be streaming pretty much every day, and I'm going to be doing a lot of hard prep for this tournament, because like I said, I feel like I miss this. I miss tryharding and being competitive and trying to not saying I expect to be the best by any means, but I want to challenge myself, and I want to see just how well I can do in this event, in which I will be pitted off against the greats of Magic, right? At least a good portion of them. So if you want to cheer me on, then that would be awesome. If not, that's also cool. You can do whatever you want. But for those of you who think that I don't deserve to be there, because I do receive some comments every now and then, even though it's like it's a vocal minority, right? Like the vast majority of you are extremely supportive. But even though for those of you who don't think I deserve it, I'm going to try to prove you wrong. So, yeah, I went a little bit of a rant here. Sorry for, using an actual gameplay video to talk about this, but I felt like I wanted to share. I'm very pumped. I'm very excited. I'm very motivated. And I want to share that with you guys, because I'm taking this seriously, and I really will do my very best. And hopefully I can make you all proud in that sense. So today I'm going to showcase some Grixis gameplay. It's the first deck of my quote-unquote testing, even though I wasn't labeling it as testing a few days ago because I couldn't talk about the tournament, but I was starting. It was my first, it was my return basically to Magic the Gathering Arena after a bit of a break, and I opted to go with, my bread and butter, which is Grixis Fires of Invention. This is a modified new version of the deck. It's pretty much similar to it's almost identical to like the original build, but instead of the likes of Murderous Rider, I am playing Bedevil because I can destroy artifacts with it, and I think the fact that I can target the Witch's Oven and the likes of the Great Henge is very, very key, and also I can pick it up with Narset, which is something that I really struggled with when I was main decking Murderous Rider. So despite the fact that I don't have the best mana base to support this card, especially being able to play it on curve is less likely because I support more the idea of playing Narset on curve. I still feel like it can be pretty reliable. I have a one-off of Cry of the Carnarium instead of a main deck Noxious Grasp, and that's pretty much the only differences that you see from like the original build. And when it comes to the sideboard, I have changed things up a bit. I have only 2 Noxious Grasp in total, versus the prior 4 because of obvious reasons, metagame not being so completely dominated by green anymore. We're playing 1 copy of Sorcerer's Spyglass, 1 other copy of Cry of the Carnarium, alongside a Ritual of Soot in the sideboard to fish for as well, and 2 copies of Leyline of the Void, which is the card that I want to highlight a little bit in today's games. I did a bit of a climb through low platinum to platinum tier 2 with this deck in yesterday's the stream 2 days ago. And I feel like Leyline of the Void also put in a lot of work. Very happy with this card in the sideboard, and I think cards like this are going to be very relevant in this meta. And hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay that I got in store for you guys for today. And hopefully you guys are excited to see your favorite Brazilian card boy go at it in the Mythic Championship. And yeah, I just wanted to share my excitement with you guys, and I'm going to put in the work. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Hopefully you enjoyed today's games, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, this used to be a swamp, and here we do find a bit of an issue, but I'm still going to keep this hand, because this hand is, you know, really solid. Barring that, we have Fabled Passage, which could be the island, and we're going to have to take 2 damage to cast this Thought Erasure, but it's still definitely worth it. So Fabled passes into Forest. This could be a Jund sacrifice deck. This could be a Golgari. Seems to be Golgari. We don't have to worry about Veil of Summer in the main deck to surprise us or anything like that. So that feels good, man. It is definitely Golgari. Golgari Queen we can answer with Elder Spell. Order of Midnight can return the Edgewall Innkeeper. So that kind of makes me want to drop the Midnight. And drop the Chandra here. Okay, just drew into another one. That really sucks. How we can't just hard cast this Narset. I cry every time. That would have been a perfect turn to go for it too. Right, it seems he found the land. We definitely want to take the Ritual of Soot. And I believe the Enter the God Eternals. Just so we have an answer for Questing Beast, which is definitely running. And this board wipe is really nice. I would have liked to pick up a Cry the Carnarium here, because it makes it so that he can return this Innkeeper. That Vraska is definitely the correct play.
Your life's about was probably going to die anyway.
Alright. We have several options. I'm personally a fan of... I could go Narset into Elder Spell. And I think that's what we're going to do.
The focus and hone your prowess.
There we go.
Don't flatter yourself.
Because this makes it so that he has to murder Shrider the Narset before he gets to draw more with the Innkeeper. And we get to fish for the Fire's Invention as well. So we can start to get going. There we go.
You are a mighty warrior.
Question is, does he have a land for this or not? Beautiful. Let's go with this. We have several options, but I think I like the Enter the God Eternals more. Building ourselves. We stopped the card draw engine for him. We mill ourselves so we don't give him extra targets for the Order of Midnight. He can always return that to his hand if he wants to, but that would basically, like, he can't do that and cast Order of Midnight the same turn. Next turn we could Fae of Wishes. We could have gone for Dragon God, but I don't feel like... I'd rather get the Thought Erasure in first. We're pretty comfortable now. Interesting.
Remake the multiverse in my image. My schemes have been foiled. I outsmarted you eons ago.
I'm gonna attack first. He could draw into a questing beast, which would enable him to clear this, but I have Fae of Wishes anyways. This is only a delay. It forces him to go for the Alter Fate first and target this instead of like something else. Or you could just do that, which I am fine with. Cry of the Carnarium. I'll take the Narset. Okay, so I can't quite proliferate for the win here. I need... What do I need? What do I have? Let me go for this first. Force him to exile something, and then I think I'm gonna go Fae of Wishes.
Here comes the DJ. Here.
No!
What was that?
You have no weakness I
second
cannot
one.
exploit.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. I don't have the cleanest way of dealing with the Cavalier of Night, but at the very least, what I'm able to do is I'm able to prevent the Liliana. And set up a very nice board wipe here with Ritualist Soot. I would like for him to play this Order of Midnight, but he may... I mean, at this point, yeah, he kind of has to. And we have him pretty shut down. Like, at this point, the value is just too high. It's too damn high. We got, you know, a double scry happening every turn. I will keep that there. Go boom. We force another exile effect. We go into Narset, then we set up the kill next turn with Fae. If he doesn't damage the Dragon God, it's over. I mean, at this point we have so much value that it's just
Time, Planeswalk, witness a moat
of my power.
There are so many. I have just the trick for this.
On to game 2. Alright, so Noxious Grasp definitely puts in the work here. Cry the Carnarium is actually really relevant. And so is Enter the God Eternals. I can drop one of these. I like Chandra. To be fair, I like Elder Spell as well, but I can drop perhaps one Thought Erasure because I'm on the play now. I love Narset because she shuts down the Innkeeper, right? I can drop one Drawn from Dreams. And honestly, I don't know how good Liliana is here. I think Liliana may be a bit of a... I think I can keep her as a one-off, but I think Liliana may be a bit underwhelming. I also don't know if I need 4 copies of Enter the God Eternals per se. Like, it doesn't seem like his... I mean, he's definitely playing... I'm going to drop 1 Into the God Eternals, and I'm going to drop 1 Elder Spell as well. And that was really relevant there. Let's go with this. I'm lowering my curve a little bit. I don't know if I should lower my curve that much though. And like Elder Spell was actually really key that first game because of the Vraska Golgari Queen. He's also playing Liliana, so I gotta work on my sideboarding with this deck a little bit. Because a lot of times it's just not very clear what I should be doing. Because I definitely want Noxious Grasp, but I feel like I have enough answers. Because I'm taking out the Elder Spell, but I'm adding in Noxious Grasp instead, which can also answer those sorts of threats. I'm going to keep this. And I'm going to drop 1 Fire's Invention. Well, to be fair, that does leave me vulnerable to a discard effect. But he opts to go with Narset instead. Hopefully he doesn't have another duress. Oh. I'm surprised. Does he have like enchantment removal? He could have enchantment removal. He could have like a... Did Crushing Canopy rotate? It didn't, right? I don't want to play Fae of Wishes yet, because he could have... Well, he could have another duress. I mean, I want to wait to see what he does. All right.
Servants, your corpse will
Oh, I do love a good death wail.
I'm gonna get rid of the Innkeeper because that really shuts down his card draw. Now he needs a unit with haste to be able to deal with. If that's the case, I do have the answer with Enter the God Eternals, though I just played into Rankle a little bit there.
Spark will be mine. My revenge will be painful. My intellect is with without limit.
I'm gonna hold on to this castle of interest, just because if he does have like a rank or something, he forces me to discard. I'd rather discard this and keep this. Alright. Easy. Easy peasy. Easy have the opponent get Magic the Gathering. It's not really a card that's easy to replace. I'm actually gonna drop a land. Just because, you know, I have 26 lands in this deck, so I can expect to draw into another one. And I really don't want to draw like a power card such as Dragon God. Especially when I have a Fire's Invention on curve. Okay. I wonder if he'll go for our own Thought Erasure. He does. Dance of Mans, Esper. I could Thought Erasure him, but I'd rather just play Narset, which is pretty much unanswered here.
I know 88. I have just the trick for this.
Just because if he is, he's Dance of Mans, right? So playing Narset now prevents him from dropping the 2-mana artifacts to draw him cards. He has to Oath of Kaya this. Or Teferi and just not do anything. Hopefully, okay, I do draw into a land. That's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Devil. I want to have a good look at his hand first. He can always balance my fires if he wishes to, but if he does do that, he doesn't get to draw a card because of Narset. He knows what's coming.
Let's try this.
The bounce there is the play to go for. Ah, fuck.
Only time will tell.
I have to deal with that first.
God, once again. My schemes have been foiled. You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
If I draw into a land here, this should be it. Easy peasy. I took the Narset just in case he had like instant speed removal, because I believe with this he could still cast the Murderous Rider. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't fall flat on my face with that, and at least I got Narset back as well. And yeah, we're definitely going with triple duress. We want Leyline of the Void for this matchup as well, because it stops Dance from the Mans. And what else? Let's take out the Cry. Let's keep one Ritualist Soot in the main deck. We don't really need Enter the God Eternals here. It's a good chance for me to test this card in this matchup, because it's originally intended for like cat decks, but if it could actually put in the work against Dance of the Mans as well, then that's fantastic for us. No, I want to keep Ego in the sideboard, because it's more likely that I can fish for it with Fae of Wishes than just drawing it. I'm just thinking out the Ritualist Soot, honestly. I'm gonna keep this hand. Let's see if he has Thought Erasure on curve again. He seems to not have it. Doom Foretold. Teferi. I mean, Teferi is the biggest issue. We can always Doom Foretold, sorry, is the biggest issue. I'll keep that there so we can actually Elder Spell next turn.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
This card is the biggest nuisance against us, because it's just so powerful.
Don't worry, I got this. It's only a matter of time.
I'm gonna kill Teferi before he can actually draw from it.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me. I must train harder. Meditate and prepare.
See, that's the difference between Murderous Rider and Bedevil. What am I worried about now? Well, I'm worried about Doom Foretold. Though Doom Foretold just trades with this, really.
storied battle worth retelling. To the library. Do not harm my scrolls. Let me aid your research.
Ever see a volcano erupt in person? You're about to. Bye-bye! Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
I have learned much from my ancestors.
Nice. Well, Esper stacks 2-0'd. The more I play this matchup, the more I feel it's not nearly as bad as I originally thought it is, or was English. We obviously don't keep this. We do keep this, on the other hand. Now this is a difficult. I think I'm gonna drop the Fae of Wishes, honestly. I'd rather have double Thought Erasure. Though I may regret that, but... Uh-oh, there's the oven. I'm gonna keep that Narset there. Alright, so Rakdos Aristocrats. Good stuff.
I have practiced against men. Keep an open mind.
Well, I guess I gotta keep an open mind, but god damn, Narset. Alright, there he is. There's your boy.
shown your prowess.
For gods once, I am one again. I will return. I outsmarted you eons ago. Mere scratches.
Jesus, the lag. Come on.
My revenge will be my intellect is without limit.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. I have just the trick for this.
Good old auto tap. Thank you, auto tap. Guys, relax. It gets exiled anyways. Chill. It get like that. That was the correct play. It gets exiled anyways, no matter what he does. I know. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna play Fate of Wishes. Probably should have played it on curve the last turn.
My prowess is only for thoughtfulness before
God
action.
damn it. God damn it. It really sucks seeing 3 lands like that go down the drain. Fuck! Alright, Narset, redeem yourself. Get me a Cry the Carnarium. Come on, girl.
Meditate. and prepare.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Dude, I just need a land. I know Ritual Assault makes sense. I know. But I can always find they cry.
Mind and body should move in unison. Keep an open mind.
Oh my fucking god, dude, come on. Come on, this feels. I'm making like every wrong call here. Come on, please, 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 baby. Oh my fucking god. Cry! Cry! Cry!
Hone your prowess.
Dude! I made bad calls, but then again, I could have like a bunch of like non-land cards and not going for Narsley. I can't know that until I look at the top of my deck, right? But everything went wrong. That is so annoying. I should have just taken the Ritual Assault just to have the answer. I was like so focused on just getting that Cry of the Carnarium that I lost sight. I should have just taken the Ritual and be like, hey, you know what? I'll draw a land. But hindsight is 2020 with those sorts of scenarios. Okay, let's do it again. This time we have a 3-lander. I mean, we ended up having 3 lands last game as well, but we have 4 now. We did it. Mama, we did it. I have drawn from Dreams, so I need to start fishing for Fires of Invention. There.
Bunch of new burn spells to try on you. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a monk.
Go get him, buddies.
Need to make sure I can curve out next turn. I want to kill that because it has Death Touch, which means it can still continue to attack with this. But this I can trade into the Judith. Though obviously I don't know if he's kept Claim the Firstborn against me. He definitely... Okay. Alright. This Liliana is just absolutely wonderful. And this Leyline of the Void is just destroying him. Oh my god.
A little death never hurt anyone.
Yeah, this card is exceeding my expectations. This card is actually pretty insane.
Fine, I'll leave.
It's just completely neutering him.
The immortal Nicole Bolas will be your perish.
Again, the reason why I killed the Orzhov Enforcer instead of Judas is because it has Death Touch. So I would not be able to block. Well, I could block the Death Touch unit, but I'd rather set up a favorable block scenario for me. Yeah. Got him. My God, was it good there. My lord.